It's good evening, everyone. It's with great pleasure that I welcome you to this edition of a Work Through Education Intellectual Exchange, where we explore transformative ideas in the field of education. My name is Gloria Ifeanyi Ayogo, and I'm honored to serve as your host in this session. Our topic for today, the role of technology in transforming teaching and learning, is both timely and crucial. Technology has reshaped how we educate, learn, and connect, bridging gaps and unlocking opportunities for students and teachers alike. I would like to extend my heartfelt appreciation to our distinguished speakers joining us from across the globe. Your presence enriches this platform and ensures a truly global perspective on the topic. To our audience, thank you for dedication and dedicating your time to engage with us in this intellectual discourse. Together, we are building a brighter future for education. The 21st century has ushered in a wave of technological innovations that have revolutionized nearly every aspect of our lives, and education is not exception. From the integration of smart boards and learning management system in classrooms to the use of AI tools like ChatGPT to personalize learning experiences, technology is transforming how knowledge is imparted and acquired. One of the most profound changes brought by technology is the ability to make education more inclusive and accessible. Remote learning platforms have enabled students in even the most remote corners of the world to access quality education. Similarly, tools like immersive simulation and virtual reality allow students to experience hands-on learning in environments they might otherwise never encounter. However, this advancement comes with challenges. Educators must adapt to rapidly changing technologies, and stakeholders must ensure equitable access to digital tools to bridge the digital divide. As we discuss this topic, I encourage us to critically think about how we can harness the power of technology to not only enhance learning outcomes, but also uphold the principles of equity, inclusion, and sustainability. I want to use this opportunity to welcome you all to this great session, and I declare this session open, and I hereby invite the first speaker to take up the virtual floor, Mr. Prince Patrick. The floor is yours.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening from Nigeria. Good afternoon to those in America, those in India, and all around the world. Thank you, Ms. Gloria, for having me as the first speaker, although I was wishing that I was the next speaker or the third.
Oh.
But it's a privilege to start first. We are talking about technology in education, and it's a very dicey topic. It's a very dicey topic because, come to think of it, as I am talking to you, I just finished a mentorship class with some of my group of mentees here, and also we were just discussing on technology. Now, one of the things we should understand about technology is that technology is here to stay. Let me start on that note. Technology is here to stay. Whether we like it or not, technology is already something that it is here. It is something that we must either come across it one way or the other. But now, in our vein as teachers, as educators, we must understand one thing, that if we are to... Somebody's mic is echoing.
I just muted the person. Sorry about that.
Okay. As educators, we must understand that it's not just about knowing these technological tools. It is more about how to use them to bring about positive learning environments. Yes, you might know ChatGPT. You might know how the various generative tools, the image generative tools, the video editing tools, and all that. But how well are you able to use this in the classroom? That is where it comes to be. And that, on that note, I want to say one thing that students need to know. One, as educators, when we want to use these tools in the class, one of the things we should ask ourselves, who are my learners? Who are my learners? What category are my learners? What level of understanding are they on? You can't expect to take the tech tools to a village and expect a village child to immediately understand what he's saying. Of course, I watched a film one time and I saw where they took a TV to a village and the people were like feeling that the gods have come to them in the form of a box. So definitely you must understand your learners, know their capacity. Are these people able to know, have they had this thing? Have they seen it before used? This thing must come to bear first. Then secondly, after knowing your learners, you must now ask yourself, what tool can I use, can be applicable to them? It's not every tool that should be applied to learning. It's not every tool. Most of the time, people just feel that, okay, let me use every technological tool. There is multimedia tools. There is game tools. There are so many of them out there. Try to understand. You can't use videos and some other things for the play group. The play groups, they require a lot of games and all that. So you need to know what your learners want. By the first thing I said, you need to know their level. The second thing is, what do they want? What do they want? Because in terms of teaching and learning, when you know what they want, you can be able to now know what you can give. Then thirdly, the educators is when you know your level of students, when you know what they want, is now, how do I go about passing this information to them? How do I go about putting this idea, putting this new thing to use so that they can get the best of it? Are you going to be practical in the approach? Are you going to be theoretical in the approach? Are you going to take it in a more of group discussion or group treatments? You have to understand which way to deliver. So these are the three main things that, one, when it comes to technology in terms of engaging students in teaching and learning, these three things are the most important. Know your level of students, know what they want, and thirdly, know the method to use to pass across the knowledge you are going to pass. Now, let me stop here for now and give my other guest speakers room to also share their own ideas. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We've just picked this from Prince Patrick. He said, we should know the level of our students, know what they want, and also look at ways to implement it. Well done, Prince Patrick. Please, a round of applause for him. Please show him and maybe use any emoji of your choice to appreciate him, please. Thank you, Prince Patrick. All right, I'm going to call on the next speaker. Madam Shyama, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much, Madam Gloria, and all the wonderful panelists here. It's my great honor to be here, to be part of this excellent team today. And very good evening to you all. This is Shyama Marika from Oman. And today, the topic is very dynamic itself. It's a very modern also, at the same time, need of the hour, we can say, because as educators, we face this technology in our classrooms, we have to adapt to this new thing. Some teachers, some educators may feel resistance to adapt to these technological things, but fortunately or unfortunately, we have to adapt to this because this is the future. As you all know, the technology has revolutionized our life and work in many ways, from smartphones, laptops, and AI, autonomous vehicles, and medical equipment. In every way, we can see that today's the profound way how tech has played in our day-to-day life, and it has made our life very easier and comfortable also. We do things in a few minutes, right? Few seconds, we can say. We can connect to people globally. All these facilities has come true or made true by this technology on. And this is not, this is also true in education. Technology has become an integral part of education. So especially in modern classrooms, we can see the influence of this technology. Namely, like we can say the tools that we use, from projector itself to PPT presentations, and the applications we use for the sake of giving exercises for the children, online applications. And sometimes we use that social medias for children to discuss and then share documents and all. All this comes under the topic of technology. So the technology plays a crucial role in today's modern education. So as educators, we have to know, like now Sir Patrick mentioned, that we should know our students' level, what is their interest as educators. It's most important. And before we know about these things, most importantly, I must say the benefits of this technology in education, how it has facilitated learning. Most importantly, I would like to say the comfort it has given for the learners to learn in their own pace, personalized learning, we say. Because there are endless applications has been developed on, if you take a language learning, you can see so many applications to learn proper pronunciation of a language and to learn the grammar rules, and every particular applications for a particular topic has been created now. But the main thing is, many of us don't know how to use it because of the lack of training. Maybe teachers, they say, if you ask them, if you just research on them, they say that yes, some they are very open. They say that we don't know about this, and we have to provide them proper training. I feel that not only like theoretically having, but also we can have some workshops and kind of webinars and all. They give solid understanding of what is this digital things and what are the important things, how they can use it in the classrooms. So in the perspective of pedagogical principles, we say, so how they can use these pedagogical principles with the technology integrations, how we can implement. It's not just like there are things you can use any kind of application to develop yourself, but sometimes, it should be relevant to the curriculum that teachers teach. So they have to have a proper teacher training development courses, material, so that teachers can benefit from that, I feel. And another one is, most importantly, the learners can use many social medias. Like it is not possible. Like if you think about 10 years ago, it was not possible. We cannot communicate like this. We cannot connect like this, right? There wasn't a system unless this technology has given us that platform to connect with people globally. That is the very big game-changing point of this technology, we must say, because it has given the opportunity to connect and learn the culture, learn the language maybe, or anything, any topic you would like to know. You can create communities, right? Like this is a walkthrough platform is a community. We join and we collaborate here. So this is the beauty of technology. And students can be encouraged, even in the classroom wise, we can give them project-based things on creating videos and clips and sharing among their peers and getting feedback from them. These are the beautiful features of this technology that we can utilize in our classrooms as educators. And other thing is, you all know AI, artificial intelligence has now, it is ruling the world, we can say, and it will be creating more innovative ideas, approaches in all the fields, not only in education. So as teachers, we are going to, if we want to persist there in that field, we have to adapt to these things. We have to learn, keep on learning. We can join a community like this. Walkthrough education is a good community like that to learn from each other. And also we have to share these things, and we have to try in our first how to, but once we learn, we have to do it practically in the classes and see how well it works in that scenario, in our context, in the classrooms. So that is another part. And we can use this technology for evaluation parts, assessment, evaluating, right? Once we give all the data and all the teachers get very accurate format of it. So that is the very, I think, significant part of this technology in education. And if you speak more about technology, you can say that it has, you might have heard about virtual reality, VR, we see. VR is, that is also from technology tool. We can use it to visit the places that we would like to visit in another country. Like in the matter of when we put the headphone and all, you will be like in that country, virtual reality, experiencing that country, that culture, without much more effort or much more expenses. You can go to that place and see and feel like that you are visiting that place in reality. And you can learn the experience from there. So these are the magical things we say that it gives the platform. We have to utilize it. That is the main thing. And the next one is about that AR, we say. That is also about, if you want to learn about a thing, right? We can scan it, and that AR facility gives us the description about that object. So the children or the students, they get excited and they learn in a fun way. So the gone are the days like we use the white blackboard and textbooks only, and the teacher is standing in front of the class and teaching everything. So this technology has the power to ignite the learning passion in children, and we can teach them in a fun way and interesting, and they get engaged immediately. And one more thing is about that, as Mr. Patrick mentioned, that children's interest is most important. Yes, of course, they are very much interested in gamification, right? So if teachers come to know that if we can incorporate mini games even. If we don't know, we have to learn from the trainings. And if we can incorporate in our class lessons, then children will feel, we can connect to them instantly. They will be learn in a fun way, at the same time fully engaged in a way. And those are the beautiful thing, I must say, that technology has provided us. And at the same time, there are limitations, as you know that, though that VR and all, they give us an opportunity to see or visit another place virtually, but it doesn't give us the deep understanding of, right? Deep connection it doesn't provide, because we don't see physically the things, or we don't see, deep understanding of culture, and everything cannot be done. But still, the limitations are there. At the same time, the challenges also there. Most importantly, the digital divide we see. Some countries, not some, we must say, the most of the even developed countries, they are facing this accessibility issues. In terms of the internet connections, right? Most of the schools, they don't have stable connections. Though they have connections, it's not stable all the time. So the connection accessibility is a problem. And the other one is some cases, students, they are not affordable to buy a device, right? Mobile device, maybe laptop or anything. So this is also a big issue, that digital infrastructure should be taken into account, and everyone should have the same equity to have own that property, so that we can utilize the knowledge. I think that utilize this technology in a way that it is creating, everyone can learn and benefit from that. So these are my points. I hope I have given a good points on this regard. With this, I think, thank you very much, Madam Gloria. And let's hear from other panelists. Over to you.
Thank you very much. Amazing points you've just raised. The one that touched me most when you brought up the idea of virtual reality, seeing something, even though you're not there, you can access it from wherever you are. You can visit any country of your choice, collaborate with people. Is just amazing. This is one thing technology has given to us. We cannot communicate the way we're communicating now without technology. Thank you very much for your wonderful points. I'm going to, please, before we continue, if it's possible.
Okay. We have to see the time, please. Time.
Okay, yes. Okay.
Timing 3 to 5 minutes only. Otherwise, it will be difficult for us to go ahead.
Okay, don't worry. We're going to be fast. Maybe we'll leave the
network problem, network issues here.
I understand, Mr. Kamal. Thank you very much. All right, well, because of that, I would like us to, please, if it's possible for you, please turn on your cameras. Let us take a picture before we continue, because, people can go in and go out anytime. So now that we're complete, let's just take our picture. Please, quickly.
Thank you.
You're welcome. If I call on the next speaker. All right, so I'll be, okay, still waiting. Please, in 30 seconds, I'm going to take the picture, then we continue. Some people are still, their cameras are still turned off. Okay, I think we are good to go. We should just take this. All right. Let's smile, everyone. Cheers. Okay, that's great. All right, so I'm going to call on the next speaker, Margaret Etieno. The virtual floor is yours.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, Margaret.
Hi, Mom Gloria.
Hello.
Hi.
Thank you for this opportunity. I hope you can hear me well.
Yeah, it's clear. You are very audible.
Okay, thank you very much. So I'm Margaret from Kenya, and I just want to add on what the previous speakers have already mentioned. So on the challenges, I was thinking about technology being an environment where bullying can take place. Bullying such as sexual harassment can take place. Yes, as teachers, we are trying as much as possible to use technology to leverage on learning, but when our learners are interacting with this technology, do we give them the education, or are we empowering them to be able to understand that bullying can take place in using this technology? Harassment can take place, sexual harassment can take place in such sites. So as teachers, we should make sure that as we are telling our learners to go or use such a technology, to use it in an effective way that it's bring out the good in a learner, and not badness in a learner. That is very necessary. So technology is good, and I think that it is very, very special that teachers stay up to date to the latest technology development. So like technology today can be different from technology tomorrow. Today we have Google Classroom, we have Meets, we have Zooms. So it doesn't mean that necessarily a learner should come to class to learn. A learner can still learn from a far place or at home basis. So that is also very necessary. Even when we are having this political riots or political instability, we are having diseases pandemic, we can use the latest updates for technology. Even during holidays, like the long holiday now for students in Kenya, they can use the technology to continuously learn. So that is very necessary for teachers to be able to identify that. The another most important thing that as teachers we should do is to be able to understand the theories of learning when we are using technology. There is various theories of learning like behavioral theory. We have the connectivism theory, and there's so many theories. So for you to be able to leverage well or use a technology well, you have to understand that certain learners have different capability. For example, the connectivism theory, a learner, it defines that a learner connect with the social well-being, connect with social online internet. So if you just use books alone to explain your concept, that will not go well with the learner. It's very necessary. So the most important thing that I've mentioned is that a teacher should look into are how you are leveraging your technology for learning, and how are you keeping the learners well aware of online harassment, online bullying, such as sexual harassment. That is very necessary. Thank you very much, Ma'am Gloria, and I'm so happy to be here.
Thank you. Thank you. Nice
Great,
one.
great,
Thank you very much.
great.
All right. We'll quickly move on to the next speaker because of time. Maybe at the end of everything, we can now react to that. All right. Our next speaker is going to be Mr. Kamal Lahoni. The virtual floor is
Thank
yours.
you, man. Thank you very much. Thank you, man. Honorable Gloria, man, all the esteemed panelists, a good evening to all of you, and namaste from India. Well, there are so many new for me here, so I am very happy to have you all here. Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to speak on that particular topic. Well, the topic is use of technology in education. As a teacher, we have to think for that. It is said that education is the passport to the future. So we can add one more line. Technology is the power. Technology is the tool to solve the problems of the world. So that one more line can be added. There used to be a time when there were no books, no notebooks at all. The education was imparted orally in the Gurukuls of India. I am just talking about India, in Indian education system here. So students used to go there and teachers used to teach them orally. Then paper came into existence. It was a great revolution when the paper came into existence. So then books were printed, notebooks were printed. We started learning books and we started writing in notebooks now. Then with the passage of time, we just see here, there was a new revolution. It was the revolution of technology. Today, we are here. We are interacting with each other. It is because of the technology. Today, the whole world has become a family here. It is because of the technology. I am from India and you are from different countries, from Indonesia, from France and Germany and America and from other countries. It is because of the technology. So technology has changed everything. Today, in every sphere of life, we can see the use of technology. So as a teacher and as a student, how to use technology in the classroom, that is a big point. Is it good for the teachers? The use of technology is good for teachers. Is it good for the students? that matter has to be discussed. How much it is good, that has to be kept in the mind. It is better. It is for the betterment of the students. Yes, it is really good today. When we see in the today's scenario, it is really good. Today, we cannot live without the use of our mobile phone, our laptop, and there are so many applications, digital applications. Even we cannot digest our food until we use mobile phone on the dining table everywhere. So it is the impact of the technology. There are so many things we can learn from these mobile phones and laptops and computer and internet. These are beneficial for the teachers, both for the teacher and student, because teachers are enhancing their knowledge by the use of with the use of these technologies. At the same time, the students are taking more and more interest in the classrooms when we are using all these things, all these digital tools in the classroom while teaching in front of the student. The classroom gets more engaged, and teaching becomes fun for the students now. So with the help of all these things, all these digital tools, when we the students takes more and more interest. He does not get bored there. As I think, as I have felt, that is my personal experience, which I have felt. If we have to give something new, so we have to use the technology. We have to use the application. We have to use the internet to enhance the knowledge of the student, to enhance the knowledge of the teachers also. But when technology, the main thing, online education, the main thing of the technology today, we can see online education. While doing our work, we are taking online classes. We are getting online certificates and diplomas and degrees. So we are completing our education with the help of these online classes. It is because of the technology. If there is no technology, how it is possible? We will have to think over that. So that is the main and most important thing, the use of the technology. In the classroom, if the classroom gets engaged, students get more engaged in the classroom. The second thing, which is most important, technology provides access to information. Anywhere, anytime, anywhere, anytime we can get information through the net, internet, mobile phones, laptop, computer, whatever we are using. So it provides access to the information very easy. It makes learning very easy. It makes teaching very easy. It makes teaching a fun. We are the teacher. If we use the digital instruments or tools, so our teaching can be a fun. And the students need that thing in the classroom. Just think about the scenario of the 100 back or 150 years back, when there was no paper and no books and notebooks. The classroom was quite different at that time. So today we are using the technology. The classrooms has become smart classes. We are using smart classes these days. With the smart boards, when we are teaching in the classroom, with the smart boards, the teaching and learning becomes easier, and helpful and suitable. I must say suitable means because students needs the easy way to learn something from the teacher. When we make our problem, when we make our teaching complicated and difficult, then student will not take any interest in that. So the use of technology, as I have felt as a teacher, more beneficial for the students, both for the teachers, both for the students. Yes, at the same time, we have to see the disadvantages of the using of technology. Mobile phone, like simple, the small tool in our hand today, everywhere you can see the mobile in the hands of all the people. So there are so many disadvantages. Means what they should not see, what they should not search, that must be checked by the parents, by the teacher. It happens and it is natural, I think. And we are the student, it is natural, it happens. what we do not want to see, what we do not want to search in the net. Students go there, they do that work. So there are so many disadvantages. Keeping all these disadvantages and advantages in our mind, we have to use the technology in the classroom as a teacher very carefully and for the betterment of the students. So I must say that we must use these tools, digital tools and technology in the classroom with a positive way for the betterment of students. And thank you very much. And thank you for listening to me. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Kamal.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much.
Thank you. All right, so I'm going to quickly call on the next speaker. Teacher Jasmine, the virtual floor is yours.
Hello, everyone. Good evening from Vietnam.
Good evening, ma'am. Good evening.
Okay.
Good evening.
Before I talk about my topic today, I want would like introduce my best friend, Teacher Kay, founder the International Children English Clubs, and we are my best friend by technology 3 years ago, and so happy. So I think the technology is amazing with me. Okay, so today I want to say something, my opinion about the topic technology and education. We know in the digital areas, education cannot stay on the sidelines, especially for primary school students at an age where they need to build a solid foundation of skill and knowledge. Technology has introduced new opportunities, making learner more effective, personalized, and connected than ever been. Okay, so how technology bless personalized learning. In my classroom, I had a student who struggled with memorizing vocabulary. So thanks to Monkey Junior apps, and this student quickly learned what through live line image and fun voiceovers. Technology not only helps students learn better, but also inspires excitement for learning. It's not just students who benefit. Teacher also gets significant advantages from technology to like Google Classroom enable teacher to monitor each student progress and set lesson plan according like systematic teaching, more expense and assist and a lot of tools. And so as a AI, I always use the ChatGPT AI and create content by lesson. And I always use Gamma. Do you know about Gamma? It's a create a PowerPoint quickly. And so now maybe we can use ChatGPT the content about the lyrics, the song, and which Suno the creates the song very interesting. And I use create vocabulary about English for students and exciting with lessons, my lessons. So I think the technology connects students in the world. Building communication skill and global mindsets in a flat school, helping students understand culture, diversity, and develops a global mindset from early age and curriculum. Technology breaks geography boundaries, bringing students from different countries close together. And I am an volunteer teacher in International Children English Club. And so We organize an international children club where primary school students from Vietnam, Thailand, Indonesia, India, Myanmar, and other country, a lot of activity. And one highlight was a session with student, the real picture, everything, their hometown, and after completing their artwork, they presented their drawing English. And feel and share that their hometown is beautiful and peaceful. Meanwhile, students respect about the culture each other. So it's one of the greatest achievement of technology, connecting students from anywhere on the same learning platforms. So, challenges and solutions. I want to talk about the challenges. However, not all schools have the resources to implement technology. In many places, especially rural areas of learning advice and limited technology skill remain significant issue. And additionally, not all parents understand how to support their children's learning through technology. So to address their challenges, we implemented the following solutions. Is the number one, introducing free and accessible tools. Platform like Google Meet, Canva, and Chaos can be easily integrated into the classroom without increasing high cost. So, number two, providing technology training for teachers. Organizing on-site workshops to help teachers become familiar with integrating technology into their lessons. And sharing device in classes with limited resources. We encourage students to work in group and share tablets or laptop. This not only optimizes resources, but also help develop teamwork skill among the students. And technology is not just a supportive tool. It is a prize that brings education to every child, no matter where they are. With technology, we can personalize education, build global mindset, and create more unique learning opportunities. And let's work together to make technology a fundamental part of education. Whether you are a teacher, a parent, or policymaker, your involvement can make a difference. Let's empower the next generation with the skills and opportunities they need to succeed in the rapidly changing world. Thank you all for me today. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Amazing. Well done, Jasmine. All right, I want to quickly invite the next speaker, Mr. Steve Aldor. The virtual floor is yours, Mr. Steve.
Thank you very much, Madam Gloria, and the rest of the panelists as well as the audience. Good evening from Kenya. I'm honored to be here in this particular discussion, a very important discussion for educators. I want to say that much has been said. I'll just stress on 2 points only. The role of technology in teaching and learning. I'll divide it into technology as a tutor, technology as a teaching tool, and technology as a learning tool. We need to note that the use of technology is a very vital phenomena in the whole world right now. The technology used by educators can be used as a tutor, where children or learners can have self-learning. Technology as a teaching tool should never be assumed to be replacing the teacher. Technology will not replace the teacher. It supplements the work of the teacher. And finally, a learning tool. Technology is a learning tool for both the teacher and the learners. Actually, there is something that we call instructional core. Instructional core is a triangle that consists of teachers, the learner, and the content being learned. And if you look at each of the three, you will realize that one, the teacher plays a very important role, or the facilitator or the educator in this case plays a very important role in the implementation of technology in teaching and learning. One, a teacher as a professional must carry out continuous professional development through the use of technology. In order to remain relevant today, a teacher or that educator or a facilitator of learning must ensure there is continuous professional development. We really thank the technology for availing these things online. Number two, as an educator, you must have preparedness before you attend to learners. I know we have Google. I'm not going to carry a laptop and go to class and then carry out the research in class. Definitely, I'll get my learners have already done that research. It will be an embarrassment to me. So as an educator, as a teacher, I must have preparedness, early preparedness before I go to use any form of technology in classes. Remember, these learners are equally informed. That is number one. Coming to the second part of instructional core, the students. The students need to be guided by an informed professional. The students definitely will use this particular forum just to carry out research, get entertainment here and there. But look, who is going to inform the students on the proper use of technology? An informed teacher. Without that informed teacher, we are going to have a mess. And that takes us to the third part of this particular instructional core called the content. Today, very little written content, more of the work is online, soft copy. But now the question is, the biggest challenge is, if I don't have an informed teacher, how do I know the correct content for the student? The content these days is synthesized into, soft copy where I can access learning from where I'm seated. I'll just go get that information, get the right information, not just information. I'm getting the right information. That content, therefore, is also put in a technology or in an app or whatever we are using, so that, so I was saying, the content must be well checked, well researched by those who are putting it, whether the instructors are there, so that the learners can get quality work that is worth watching, reading, or even, revising before they do anything in exams. I therefore strongly support the use of teaching and learning, but I strongly support based on the instructional core, where the teacher, the student, and the content are in a way integrated into the teaching and learning technologies in order to achieve one final task, which is the instructional task. The instructional task can only be achieved if the teacher is a well-prepared teacher, a professionally developed and informed teacher, the student is well-informed, and the content is moderated and leveraged such that the learner or whoever is accessing this information is very important. And as Prince had said before, technology is here to stay.
The teachers or the facilitators of learning must therefore up their game, be prepared before they go to class. And as a result, you must have continuous professional development, and thanks to the role the technology is playing in teaching and learning. Allow me, Madam Gloria, to stop there and give the others a chance. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Amazing points. Well done, Mr. Stephen. All right, I'll quickly call on Dr. Arjun Qureshi to take over the virtual floor.
Yeah, hello everyone. Greetings from India. I'm Dr. Arjun Qureshi. I could see that a very interesting discussion that is going on, like how we'll be using technology in transforming teaching and learning. So I would like to add something to it, like how we are using. Of course, we as an educator, we are using technology. We are using like blended learning and all the different kind of learning techniques. But I would just like to discuss how we are using. Like firstly, let me tell you that I'm a professor in an engineering college. So in engineering field, one thing that is very much required is industrial visit. Now, the place where we live, actually, we don't have industries that is specifically related to electronics and communication. And from electronics and communication, so we don't have industries. We have core industries like the students from electrical, mechanical, they can go and visit. But here, how we are using the technology is we organize virtual industrial visits for them. Like they will be here sitting in Chandrapur in India, and the cities like Bangalore, Chennai. There we have industries, those who concentrate specifically on electronics industries. So we arrange virtual industrial visits for them, because sitting at a place, they are able to explore those industries. Industrial visits are very, very important for the student, because after finishing the graduation, they have to enter the industry and they have to know how an industry works. What are the requirements of an industry? And moreover, nowadays, because we concentrate on local solutions to local problems. So here, the students, when they visit the industry, it is not just like visiting, just like going to a place and coming back. They also try to know like what are the requirements of the industry, how they are going to improve their skills according to the industry, and if there are any kind of problems that are faced by the industries, how using their technical knowledge the students are going to solve it. So this is one thing that we do. Another thing is internships has become compulsory for the students. So sometimes it is not possible for the students, because they have to balance their regular curriculum, and they also have to do the internships. So this virtual internships, if we see, it is possible nearly in all the branches of engineering nowadays. So here again, they are able to collaborate with many industries, we being there in the college, because if we want to send our students to industries, we can send a limited one, because every industry, they don't allow bulk of students. So what we do is, with the help of this virtual internships, actually we are getting in contact with the industries. Those are very far away. Like if we talk of Mumbai, Delhi, Pune, and all, so we just get connected to those industries, and our students are doing virtual internship. So if we talk about virtual internship, it is not just that the students studying in the computer science branch can do. In fact, even the other branches, like even for mechanical, civil, they have started using softwares like Revit and AutoCAD. So with the help of all this kind of things, like the virtual internships that are available, our students are doing virtual internships. That is another aspect where the students are using the technology. And then in the class, virtual reality or augmented reality, that is a technique by which where we can be using this in the class, and they will start feeling like, even if we will have, someone of us, if we have experienced it, we just feel like we are at that place. So virtual reality, sometimes it is very important because when we go for that concept, like when we start explaining the students, like, okay, information is going from this place to that place, this is the sender, this is the receiver, and how the modulation techniques are going on. Sometimes it is very difficult for us to, like, imagine it. Okay, something is going from one place to other, why we require an antenna and all that. So when we want to explain all this, and even like the robotics and the technology that we tell them, like Internet of Things, blockchain, it is very imaginary. But in fact, when we try to use those kinds of technique in the class, they are able to imagine and they are able to do it. And one more that I would like to mention over here is we are encouraging the students to use the online platforms. Yes, in fact, this is we can see we are joining from different parts of the world and we are sharing knowledge. And here we can also encourage the students for that, and that is again what we are doing. And we are encouraging for the students for the online competitions that can be going on at the international level. Because if we talk about traveling, sometimes it is not possible for the students to go outside the country, even for a country like India, that is very big, and going from one place to the other is sometimes not possible for the students. So again, encouraging the students for online competitions, that all that we have been doing, and I can say that yes, my students they have competed at the international level. So they call us as, okay, ma'am, I am an international speaker, or I participated in an international competition. So this is again another avenue that we are providing to the students, being at a very small place. Yes, though I say that I am from engineering college, but let me tell you that this is a very small place where it is not even recognized somewhere on map of India. But being in such a small place, the students are able to participate at the international level. They are able to express their talent. They are able to share their knowledge. So this is how I can say in short, like technology is helping us. And the other thing, the last point that I would like to discuss over here is, being in college, after finishing graduation, many students opt for some kind of competitive exams or for entrance exams, either to enter into higher studies or for jobs. So getting a coaching, sometimes that is not possible for them. Again, this online learning or the virtual learning, this is where the students are getting benefited. They are using those online platforms to study and prepare for their entrance exam, and they are excelling. And yes, of course, they are entering into higher education, especially if they have to go to other countries for studies, and or they want to go for higher education in some very premier institutes of the country. So they are using this online platforms also, because again, it is not possible for everyone to go, and sometimes they are not able to afford the classes when they want to go. They have to pay the fees, they have to live there. It is not affordable. So online teachings, online classes that are going on, again, they are very, very beneficial for the students. This is on short, like what I can say, like how my students and we educators are actually helping our students to use the technology. So it is very, very, really very great. The only thing that we have to consider by using this online technique is that we have to be very much aware of the data privacy and security concerns. That is the thing that we have to be aware of, and we have to keep the students aware of it. So this is one thing. If we just try to look over it, all the things will be very easy and will be very beneficial. So that was all what I had from the side. Thank you everyone for your patient listening.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. All right, I'm going to call on the next speaker, Mr. Ranjiv Shankar Tiwari. Dr. Tiwari, the virtual floor is yours. You're muted.
Good evening, everyone. It's a proud privilege to talk about such a topic that is the need of the hour right now, because this changing scenario has developed everyone to become a technology friendly. Nowadays, technology, if we don't know, then we are illiterate. Earlier, those who are not educated were treated as illiterate. But nowadays, if we don't have idea about technology, then we are illiterate. So nowadays, what we are supposed to do, that we should tell the benefit of the technology to the students, guide them in a proper way, and this will help them to bring new innovations, new ideas, new vision, because what we used to take earlier, it used to take long time. And if you talk about the communication, other day I was studying in a book that earlier time people used to walk from one place to other. There was no other means of communication and transport and all that. It used to take years to reach from one place to another, where we can nowadays through flight and all, we can reach anywhere. And due to this technology, you can see that we are all sitting in different part of the world, but we are all connected. So this is the total benefit we have. Now we have to tell the plus and minus of technology. There is a plus also, and there is a minus of everything that the children should know. Minus is that misusing, excess use and excess misuse of the thing should be taught to the children. This education technology is a boon as well as curse to everyone. I feel that it should be dealt in a proper way, and that will help each and everyone in the progress. Whereas its misuse will always lead to disaster, because now if it is going to in the hands of the terrorist, you can understand. The scenario is totally changed. But if it is with the educated people, it's bring enlightenment and peace and prosperity all over the world. So lot has been already told by all of the co-speakers. They have spoken so well. So I end up with this. Thank you, Gloria ma'am, for giving me this such a platform where I could share my words. Thank you, ma'am. And thank you, everyone. Good night, everyone.
Thank you very much for sharing your insights. Thank you. All right, I'm going to quickly call on the next speaker, teacher Modupe Onlani. The virtual floor is yours, Modupe.
Okay. Good evening, everyone from Nigeria. I'm Modupiola. I'm really excited to be here today. Really excited. Meeting with global teachers, educators all across the world. Thank you so much. Well, I'd like to share, just like everyone have rightly said, the importance and the role of technology in learning and in teaching. It's been a great one. And we all know that, just like one of our teachers said, that technology have come to stay. Yeah, and we just have to upgrade ourselves to the level at which the technology is going now. But I like to share something very important, which none of us have actually spoken about, is the role of technology in increasing our income as teachers. You know, the way technology can increase our incomes as teacher is so amazing. And I like to share my experience as a teacher in Nigeria. And some believe that teachers in Nigeria are not well paid in some areas. In some low income areas in Nigeria, we feel that teachers are not well paid. But with this technology, it has been able to help me to realize at least ×3 of what teachers in traditional classroom are getting. I have learners that I teach all over the world. I have in the UK, I have in America, I have in Italy. I have different learners all across the world that I teach through technology. I've been able to leverage technology to my own advantage. I've been able to leverage technology to what is needful for me. I've been able to leverage technology to help learners in wherever they are, to teach them, to give them what is needful to them. You see learners in some areas of the world, they tell you that they want to learn languages. Some will tell you they want to learn our language in Nigeria, and they need teacher wherever they are to teach them this. So we leverage using technology. Most of them have not even seen them physically, but we've been able to leverage what we have to teach them. So I think technology has so much great advantage that we can leverage on as teachers and as learners. So I'm just encouraging us this evening that we can use what we have, technology. There's so many sites, there's so many resources that we can learn online. There's so many courses that we can learn online. There's so many and advantages that we can make use of technology and to our own advantage and to the betterment of our learners. Thank you so much for this. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
I appreciate this.
Yes,
I think we've picked one thing that we can leverage technology. We can use technology to make money as teachers. So I'm going to welcome the next speaker, Madam Nilan Sexena. The virtual floor is yours.
Namaskar, good evening.
Good evening.
And Om Shanti to everyone. Thank you very much, Ms. Gloria, to giving the opportunity to me to express my views in this fantastic program, Work Through Education. As our panelists already, they have told many things about the topic technology in education. So according to time limit, whatever my views that I want to express with all of you, technology is a collection of tools and processes used for accomplishing tasks. And education is a process of teaching with the help of technology. Earlier, as Mr. Loni has told, the education in education the person they were teaching orally. Afterwards, they have used the books, and afterwards they have used learning by doing, and they started to use of TLM. So this
I have the network problem now.
It's learning by doing. Are you listening me? Everybody, are you getting me?
Yes.
Okay. So learning by doing, it is a very effective tool. I want to share my personal experience with you. When I was little one, that time my teacher has taught me about how the process happens when in India there is a night, the same time how it happens day in the America. So he has taken a globe and torch on that globe, and he has shown the point of the torch on which place. That place is supposed that it is India, and globe it is moving just like Earth. And that time, the same time in America, it is night. So that thing is very much affected in my mind, and it always when I teach to children, so some things which I have learned after doing, that are very much beneficial, and I always remember these things. So it is a very good way to teach the students learning by doing. So this technology is the best way after making them how to do the things, and audio visually especially we can say the things which students capture easily, those are audio visually. They can't learn by the books very much. So the technology is beneficial for the teachers to make the management in classroom management. It is helpful in classroom management, discipline, effective and personalized teaching, and collaborative also. So with the help of technology, we can teach the students in many subjects. Suppose that in medical science, without killing the animals, we can teach the student without flowing the blood of animals. And many things are there in engineering also, in art and craft, in science, and AI, artificial intelligence. It is very important tool. ICT, which we are using in our daily routine life nowadays in schools. As Mr. Patrick has told about the teaching, means a teacher should be given a training in starting. So same thing I realized with this thing at the time of orientation. of the teacher appointment, that time the training should be given. But the technology is changed day by day. Day by day, new technologies are coming. So continuously training should be given to the teachers, and all ICT tools should be available in all schools as per the standard of the students. So according to that, it should be. And many things that we are suffering, as all the teachers as well as the students are also suffering. Many frauds are there nowadays. So all the teachers, it is necessary for the teachers to be so much alert while teaching, when they are taking the online classes, who is actually, which student is actually learning in that class, of any other person or any other thing is going on in that class. And the same way, the student should be also alert while taking the online classes, because many of the websites, they are giving the information wrong. So by this thing, it is necessary for teachers as well as the students to be alert while using ICT tools. And no doubt, technology, it is playing very important role in each field, in each subject. And those teachers, they are using technology, but not in their routine. It is in India, it is happening. So all the teachers use the technology in their teaching learning process, as well as the management of the schools and the government also. They should provide the proper ICT tools in the schools. Thank you very much. As per the time limit, now I quit. Thank you very much. Thank
you very much, Madam Neelam. Thank you. All right, I'm going to call on the last speaker for today, the last but not the least, Mr. Nahid Raza. The virtual floor is yours, Mr. Nahid.
Greetings from India. I'm pleased and happy to be part of this outstanding session. Gloria ma'am, respected Gloria ma'am, and all the non-faces. I appreciate your talk. Today, I would like to add that, technology is fine in higher education, whereas, pre-primary, primary, secondary, senior secondary education is concerned. I don't think very much outcome is there, because in pre-primary, literacy, creativity, right, and games and sports. Why? If children are playing, better blood circulation is there, they learn faster. And please understand, when we make education learning easy, how will children be struggling? So we need to make them strong. If their vision weak, they are unable to visualize, they are unable to imagine, how will they be studying sciences and other things? Einstein had very strong imagination. He was outstanding mathematician and scientist, right? So we need to develop focus among students. And yes, while use of technology is there, children have lack focus, lack of consistency, and concentration span is minimizing. So we need to see this. Technology usage in the class make children inactive. Writing is active, listening is inactive, speaking is active. So we need to create children, and engaging children is not education. Leading children is education. So where are we leading them to? Motor skills, because children have to walk. Children will have to get up into the buses, get down from the buses. These are motor skills. If they are unable to make balance, how will they be living their life? Fine motor skills. If children are not writing, how will they be developing fine motor skill? How could they be surgeon? Seeing videos cannot make them surgeon. When they write, when they cut the paper, when they cut the cloth, then they develop fine motor skills. Psychomotor skills, because when children write, they do not write with the hand only, the brain is utilized. So brain must be very much functional and mindfulness must be there. Otherwise, how will they be living in present? They would be mentally absent. So please understand these things. Hands-on experience is very much required. Yeah, when you do not have resources, as Anju ma'am cited one example, that children are in remote area, children are unable to go, right? So 100% outcome is not there, but some outcome is there. So children must be active, and yes, children are. I'm a school principal, so I am talking about school only. Children are coming to school, right? Not only for contents. The best are to live together to develop their social skills. If children are seen lot many educational movies and contents are given, that is not education, because how will they be developing communication skills? Because if you are not speaking in public for a month or 2 months, you will start fumbling. You cannot speak with clarity and with confidence. So in the same manner, students must have processes which are physically relevant, and they have hands-on experiments and experiences. Experiential learning is very much required, because after senior secondary, or you can say 12th, when they go to degree colleges and engineering college or management colleges, then they can utilize. And yes, in schools we can use for administration purpose, for examination purpose, but so far as learning is concerned, we will have to create constituency which is very active, mindful, focused, and they have the vision. And today, if we start giving them easy things, we need to live for 80 years. How will children be living 80 years putting on specs in their childhood? It would be very, very, very difficult. So we need to have a constituency of students, youth who are very strong, because resilience is also required in life. Life is not straight that yes, we are mugging up the contents and we are living life. No, lot many challenges are there. For those challenges, endurance in body and resilience in brain is required. And yes, please let me allow to state that we are superpower. Our brain is superpower, because trillions of cells are there, whereas in artificial intelligence, these many cells can never be developed. Yes, contents are there, but only contents is not knowledge. When children are living together, when they are interacting, when they are exchanging their views, every means listener and speaker, both of them are transformed, right? And they are visiting chemistry lab, physics lab, right? So lot many things are there. So we need to beautify our life. And if I'm not strong, how can I study? What is the use of studying, right? So I should be strong. And how can I be strong when I'm walking, I'm interacting, I'm using my body language, sitting? And this, what is happening? Children will learn at their own pace. Right, they should learn. But today is an era of collaboration as well. I generally tell last 100 years, people are collaborating 50% more. Means since the inception of civilization. So we'll have to live together. We'll have to understand, because we will have to eat vegetables. We will have to go to green market. So lot many things is there. So human touch is very much required. If we start avoiding human beings, how can this world be developing? So it is our duty to make this world livable, better, and wiser. So thank you, Gloria. Thank you indeed.
Thank you, Mr. Nahid. Thank you very much.
I want to add something, ma'am.
Okay.
I want to add something.
Okay, go ahead.
Yes. Mr. Nahid has said it is really nice thing, and we should also think about it. And I wanted to give the message to all the teachers also. We should use the technology, ICT tools, but we should never forget a God-gifted ICT tool, which is our mind, our brain, that is using behind this technology. So always keep faith on your God-gifted tool and use the technology, but don't be dependent on it. And to Mr. Nahid, I want to say, at the school level, we should balance the things. Technology is necessary because of the today's scenario. Otherwise, the students will go back. But Balancing is necessary, as he has said, the collaboration and talking to each other to come in touch. It is really the right thing, but with it, the technology is also necessary. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. Mr. Patrick, Prince Patrick, I can see your hands up. Go ahead.
Yes. Wonderful talk from Mr. Nahid. I could hear the passion with which he was speaking. And the truth is that no matter how much we have said that technology has come to stay, let us also know that we need to train these children to, first of all, use their natural abilities first. That is the first thing that should come to play. Because tech, if we say tech, it's good for us to understand that, yes, tech is here to stay. But who are the people going to use this tech? It is we. And if we don't know how to use our natural skills, we can't be able to use this tech.
Yeah.
Because it is what you give from your mind that the tech is used to work on. That's why they call it generative models. They generate from your experience or from your ideas. They don't generate by themselves. So we should teach these children how to write, because if the tech is now giving you an idea and you are asked to write out this thing, if you don't know how to write or you don't know how to say, definitely you can see all of us here, we are tech-based, but it's not the tech, the Zoom tool that is talking for us.
Yeah.
It is because we have learned how to speak. That's why we have been able to speak clearly. It's because we have learned how to write. That's why we can write our names well. So I agree with Mr. Nahid that despite the fact that, yes, tech should be included in the class, we should be very mindful that we should not let go of the fact that children must learn how to read and write. That is the basic foundation. Without it, the use of tech tool is zero. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I really like that. So just like he said, that is why we call it artificial intelligence. The name just says it all. Artificial intelligence. It can never be like real human. It's artificial. So we give it what to do. We tell it what to do. Everything is being programmed into the computer. Even the ChatGPT we're using was programmed. If you notice, everything that happened from 2001 going backwards are programmed into ChatGPT. Ask ChatGPT things happening, current things happening now, they don't know. It can't give you information about that. So we should also use our intelligence. Then, even as we're using the technology, we should do what? We should integrate our common sense with the technology that we use. Thank you very much for this. Please, does any other person have anything to say? One more thing. I
just want to add something.
Okay. Go ahead.
One of the things that we should understand about this technology is that, yes, just like you said, it's artificial intelligence. Now we know that, yes, artificial intelligence has come. The truth of the matter is just that it's just here to speed up the time limits of the way we bring out our work. That is just the basic idea behind AI. It's not that it's here to replace us, which it can never do. It can never do, because we have not yet reached, there is a level of AI which they call the future AI models. They have not yet been made. Those ones, they can think for themselves, and we have not seen them. But for now, every AI is thinking through our own thinking.
Yeah.
We are the one thinking for it. So they are only processing our thinking faster than we can process. That is just all. That's the only slight difference. Of course, if I'm to say 1,600,000 with times this. Of course, it will take some of us having to punch calculators before we can. But with the AI, it's just reducing mental stress for us. So I believe that, like Mr. Nahid said, if we have done our homework on knowing how to read and write, we can now know how to use the AI and get what we want. And there will be a balance. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Prince Patrick. All right, any other person? Mr. Nahid.
Yes, ma'am. Yes. First of all, my sincere gratitude to Prince Patrick that he has understood my concept. My concept, and thank you, Neela ma'am as well. See, ChatGPT, we are superior to technology. Please understand. We are not slave or we are tool of technology. No, technology is our tool. Right? Say for in emergency we can use, say I am the principal and I am to deliver a speech. Contents are not coming to my mind and time is very less. I am ChatGPT, then I am printing, then reading, then going to deliver a speech. It is very helpful. But if we are using our brain functioning is there, I can take proper decision. Otherwise, what will happen if I am driving? Right, and I will be unable to negotiate. No, I will not be taking decision. In principalship, lot many decisions are taking on the spot. Right, so mindfulness, we need to be present at the moment, and we are the problem solvers. And right, if we are using technology, we are creating a status quo. And let me tell you, we are not there in the school to create followers. We are there in the school to create leaders. So they should be content creator, not content consumer only. If we keep on consuming contents and we are telling that we are in 21st century, no, 21st century allows you to have to be leader also. So please, you use your brain, your eyes, your nose, your mouth, means everything. We are blessed. Human being, right? And we have immense potential, and every child has potential, and we should have high expectation. And you will see the sky is not the limit, and your students, your children would be limitless. They can do anything, right? So this is our tool. We should use with confidence. We should not be a slave. Thank you.
Thank you. In fact, you've just hit the nail on the head. Thank you very much. Thank you. All right, any other person before we call it a day? All right, so as we draw this enlightening session to a close, I would like to express my deepest gratitude to all our speakers for their insightful contributions and to our audience for their active engagement. Your perspectives and ideas have truly enriched today's discussion. It is evident that technology, when used effectively, has the potential of transforming teaching and learning in an unimaginable way. Yet, as we embrace innovation, let us also remain committed to addressing the challenges such as accessibility, digital literacy, and ethical use of technology. We should not be solely dependent on technology. Finally, I want to encourage you all to carry forward the ideas shared today into your respective fields. Together, we can continue to innovate and build an education system that is dynamic, inclusive, and equipped to meet the demands of the future. Thank you very much. And I look forward to seeing you again in our next intellectual exchange on Wednesday. Have a great evening.
Thank you very much.
Thank you,
everyone.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
All right, so we're
I
going
can.
Okay, nice meeting.
Bye. Take care, everyone.
What did you say?
I was just saying hi to my accountability partner, Ms. Motube.
Okay. All right. So thank you very much. Is it namaste or namaskar?
Thank you.
Yes, namaskar. I hear namaste. So which one is it?
Namaste.
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 Everyone. All right. Good
Bye.
night.
Bye, everyone. Bye. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everyone.
Bye.
Good night.
See you on Wednesday.
Bye.
Bye.
See you on Wednesday. Bye.
Bye.